exploring the community a little bit more?
Sorry, once again, please. If I what?
You last week you said you were going to explore the community a bit more, and learn more about like, how to
Hey,
be involved more. How did that go?
thanks for asking. I've been uh, testing and observing quite intensively since I'm in the Blitz team.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, sweet.
yeah,
How's the Blitz been going?
it's good. I'm planning to today. I had an idea to make a post. How it clarified so many things to me. For example, before I couldn't imagine where I would find clients, and now I just switched to the uh, mode seeing the potential of clients around me. Like I have many friends from the past who are struggling something. For example, my old friend who is almost 70, and because I'm now solving quite an issue, I have a 16 years old dog, and I'm I'm not sure whether let him live or not anymore because he has some troubles. And
Hmm.
my friend who doesn't speak very much just said a few phrases that really opened my eyes. So I thought, hey, I told him, hey, Karel, Charles, uh, you should write those things. And he said, yeah, I've been thinking about writing. And so I said, okay, let's go. So I did a research for some blog channels. I sent it to him, and I decided to help him write books.
Oh,
So
nice.
and uh, I think you don't know what I'm doing or what I decided to do, what I'm building community on or about. And since we are alone too, I think no one is waiting or something. Uh, so I mean we have some time. So I guess uh, my community is called Mental Conditioning, and it's a fusion of techniques that I either learned in drama therapy or uh, in improvisation, and I combine it with mental coaching. Uh, I would like to make a real functioning mental and somatic coaching program and help people. Um, I've been thinking about this for many years, and uh, finally last year I started doing that. That I would like to help people find their talent and fulfill their life purpose. So um, this this really resonates with me, and this work Blitz thing is helping me realize so many things and clarify.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So where are you at now? Like,
Uh,
are you hi Dennis, how's it going?
hey,
Like, are you, I know you have your community. Are you starting to get new members, or are you putting that on hold for a little bit for the other situations?
yes, I'm trying to. I have just about 14 members, and I introduced my co-players a plan which I called the Unfreeze plan, uh, and I think that simple fulfilling the steps that are in SOD helped me doing this. So I switched to a bit uh, different mode than before. So uh, yeah, I feel this is really helpful. And as I wrote in the comment to your post, I see really that it's meaningful and very well built. The environment of this community, and yeah, I like it.
Yeah, 100%. I loved that comment. That was awesome. Thank you for commenting that. Yeah, I'm glad you're seeing a lot of clarity. So where do you feel stuck on anything still? With that clarity, are you is anything blocking you?
Yeah, it's going in waves. Sometimes I think, oh, it's too surface. I'm not sure if I uh, if I if I'm touching the really the topics I feel that are mine, or the skills I have. And sometimes I just say, yeah, that's it. Let's go for it. So it's going in waves. So I just want to say, I want to note that it's evening, so I'm a bit tired. My expression
Don't worry.
harder finding words.
No, you're all good. I understand what you mean. You're all good. What time is it over there? What country are you in?
I'm from Czech Republic. It's 10 p.m. here, Central Europe. It's 4 in your at your place.
It's
4
1
p.m.
1 p.m. in California. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's hard, man. Waking or staying up late to join these calls. Are the masterminds are at a pretty good time for you though, right? Like 6 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
Good. Cool.
it's so far.
Hi Diana, how's it going?
Hey, freezing cold.
Yeah,
It's
I'm assuming it's the same for you, Jen, huh? In the Czech Republic, probably really cold over there.
currently the heating system in my office doesn't work since 5 days, and we have -5 outside. So I think we are down to, let me see, not much. Solid 15 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
That's cold.
I don't know what that is in
Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
It's plus 30, I think.
15 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 59. It's not bad. Yeah.
Inside?
No, outside.
Inside.
Oh, wow. Jeez. No, that's pretty bad. Wow.
So it's not bad. So is he Scottish or Irish? Like all those, those people who like when other people start taking off their jackets, they take off everything.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's I think it's about the same outside for me, which is cold enough, frankly. But yeah, I don't know how you do it. I like the heat a lot more. So I'm sorry to hear that.
Have you met Matt Thompson?
Yes, I have.
So I think he does not even own a pair of long trousers, and he's living in Europe.
I've never thought about that. He does always wear shorts, doesn't he?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's always someone. There's always someone walking around biking or whatever. And they're wearing short sleeves and it's snowing outside. It's crazy. By the way, Dennis, does your mic work? Are you here?
Yeah, it does.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a good day today. Pretty slow day, but we're doing good.
I'm
Is anyone?
I'm in
I'm sorry.
Southern Nevada, so I have the same temperature as you do. So
I'm sorry?
I'm in Southern Nevada, so I have the same temperature as probably you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got you. Is anyone running into any bottlenecks with business. You're pretty new, Dennis, to the community, aren't you?
To this community, yeah, I just was talking to Goose, and Goose kind of was like, "Hey, jump on in." So I did. I've been on school since October, so officially, I guess, kind of jumped on in November, and just been kind of figuring it out as I go, taking it, soaking in as much as I can. I don't really know what this call is about. That's why I kind of jumped on just to see what the format was and what's kind of going on. So
Yeah. So it's kind of tailored towards newer people in the community. We're trying to get more newer people to understand like where they need to go first, because with Odyssey, with Blitz, with all these things, it's like it gets confusing for a lot of people. But for other people, I also just help them find what resource will apply to them most. So, say if they're running into issues with, say, clarity on their business, I'll tell them to go watch the Odyssey video on clarity and then take notes. So it's kind of like like it says, an info desk, pointing you in the right direction of the building.
so I'm looking for this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Can you find that?
Unfortunately, we're looking for it too. It's behind a lot of hidden mazes and such.
I thought it was a honeypot.
Yeah,
So
sure. A honey pot too. That works.
yeah, it must be catnip because we've got this cat in here. He's looking for it too. So
Yeah, could be. Sorry, guys. I was driving. I got the camera on now.
you're all good. Yeah. So I mean, it also functions as kind of like a mini mastermind in case anyone has any questions pertaining to like bottlenecks in their business. Where are you at in terms of like stages of your business, Dennis?
Stages of my business. So, with school specifically, let's see. I run the Las Vegas Worm Farm. I'm currently in the military. I'm about to retire 20 years. I've been doing the Las Vegas Worm Farm for about 2 years now. And I started school. I started running ads in November, and I've got probably around 560 people, but haven't converted anybody, haven't made a sale. Uh, so working on that, spending a lot of money, making absolutely nothing, giving away everything that I can for free, hours of my day. I just got off of 2 calls today onboarding people. I hate selling shit. I'm not good at it. I don't want to, but that's the only way I can make money. So at some point, I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, and that's not a bad problem to have. I mean, some people sell too much, and they're very focused on making as much money instead of actually providing a service. So, um, it's good on you, but obviously we should help you start making money for your business. I know you were making posts about like going through the Odyssey checklist. Which video are you on right now?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get a grasp of like the Blitz and the Odyssey and all of that. I'm not on the Odyssey. I didn't join this time around. I'm doing the Blitz right now just to get my feet wet. I literally just started this like 3 days ago. So like
Right.
you talk about, we in the military, we talk about getting blasted with a fire hose of information. That's what's happening right now. So I'm trying to figure out how I can breathe and swim and come up to the surface.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I'm in a position to ask any questions. I'm just here to soak up some knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. And I can actually just clarify a few things for Odyssey and Blitz. So Blitz is a monthly thing that we do, which you just said you're in, so you're starting to see like how it works and how the teams work and everything like that. Odyssey is it's almost it's a weekly thing essentially right now, where Goose will pick one person to help them out with one stage of their business. He records it and puts it in the classroom. It's not so much of a, say, a monthly competition like cohort type thing like the Blitz is. It's different. So you can always watch those Odyssey videos depending on what stage you're at. And I definitely get that. I join calls all the time to just sit in the back and soak up the information. So I mean, we could move back to Jen or Diana if do you have any I actually have not heard a lot about your business, Diana. Oh, you unmuted and then muted yourself.
It helps to unmute the phone, the mic. That's true. There are rumors. I'm still not sure about it, but there are rumors it's helping if you do that. When I'm too tired and sometimes get too funny, so
Yeah.
I apologize for
It's
that.
10 p.m. for you both. Jen was just telling me.
So it's just like it's I don't know. You work with Goose. You know Adrian Smart?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So just to clarify, I do their super sprint and blitz in parallel. So
Oh wow. Okay.
that is with two different teams with different times, and I have another thing that I committed way before I joined Goose community. So I'm really looking forward for end of next.
Why are you putting yourself through this?
Well, Who's invited me, so this was the opportunity to do that thing. The other thing is like my assignment for the high ticket of HM Smart ends soon, so this is one of the last opportunities to do that. And the third one I committed ages ago before I was aware of the two other things.
Oh man.
And yeah. So, but the interesting thing is like I'm currently using it to build out my new community. So, and that will start as a free community, and it's actually, I would say, a nice bridge in between like what I do mainly business wise, but like giving, like giving the taste of what you do. So like a kind of instead of webinars, having live calls in the community thingish. So like whoever knows me or not, so I will for sure not be the person with the large classroom. So I figured out if I do a free community, I probably need to put up some little things there, but that will be a little as possible because I personally don't like classrooms. So it would be the craziest thing for me to build them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it will be mainly live calls.
Okay. What would your
who are you in your business?
I'm sorry?
Who are you in your business?
Where are you in your business? Like
Yes. Who is the you in your business? Like in between your personal strengths and business development.
Oh, okay.
Because like what I see and experienced over the last months, so many people give you like, oh, those are steps and so on. And people either do not start, like they are shock frozen from the beginning, or they get slower and slower and build resistance and resentments. Like, is it right? Me, whatever. So, and if you, and that's my true belief, and that is like me as a strategist and concept person, it's really hard to follow a path when you don't know where you start and who you are with where you start. And if that is you, and if that path ahead of you might be the right one for you, or how to adapt it. So, and I would say it's way easier to follow a path that is yours than it is one. And that doesn't mean you have to always reinvent the wheels, what all the people postpone, like, oh, this is a risk. No, you just need to be really clear, like, if this is what you want, look for the right model for you. Who are you in it? So what do you want? So just like the workshop I had today, I had two people that said, I should consider what I want. So you are a future business owner. For whom the heck are you doing the whole thing? People still, like people, I think Ted Carr is famous for that thing. From what thing you are running away? Are you running away from something or running towards something? And most people run away from something, avoiding what they don't want to have anymore. And then they say, oh yeah, I can create my own business. But they are absolutely unaware what having a business means on the one hand side. And the next thing is they still have the, oh, I get a task and then I'm doing the task mentality. So yeah.
Got it. Okay, so if I'm getting it right, it's like it's shaping your identity into a business owner, sort of.
It's not only shaping the identity. So I'm a business strategist, so I can help them with how their offer that can look like and so on. But like this is what you have, this is who you are, what would be right for you. So when I'm working as a business mentor and coach. So it's literally like helping them find their path. It's not just like identity and so on, but bring them into motion, but in their direction.
Right. Okay. And where are you at with your community? You said you're
I'm
still.
a week out of opening it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I have the first 14 founding members. So I'm looking for 20-ish to start with.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Are you running into any issues as far as growing it? Okay.
I had 15 conversations and 1 no for now. So that's
Those are some pretty good odds. Yeah, that's a good percentage. So I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Keep us updated on how that goes. What's up, Dennis?
Okay, so I do have a question. I don't know if my camera's on, but
I'm not, but you're good. Keep going.
I don't know. My phone did something. Whatever. So what's the mental switch that has to happen for somebody to, so I guess, all right, let me gather my thoughts.
No worries.
So do I give everything away for free until I don't have any more time? And then when I don't have any more time, I switch to paid, just like Alex always says. Is that the point at which you go from not making any money to making or trying to make money? Or is there another way to go about this?
Yeah. Diana, do you want to answer that question? I can answer it, but you don't? Okay.
I let you go first, but I'm happy to.
Okay. Yeah, so there are different ways that you can start your offer. So like you were saying, you know, Mosey will say provide unscalable value in the beginning, usually for free, so that you can get testimonials, beta clients, things like that, and understand truly what your offer is. And then once you've done that a few times, then you can start charging, or like you said, you can continue doing it for free and book up your entire calendar until you literally cannot do it without charging people. Like there's just too many people that are signing up. Trying to think of like another way. I guess it kind of depends. It's offer dependent on what you have, and you can build it around that. So I don't know what you offer in your school community.
Yeah, so yeah, I unmuted. So basically what I offer is I teach people how to grow anything using a living soil. So using microbiology instead of synthetic fertilizers, chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, stuff like that to be able to grow. So it's a science-based approach. So what I offer is that information and then my personal experience and time. So
Okay. Do they do that? Let's say if we had the three things: health, wealth, or relationships, and then I guess pain loss is in there too. Which one of those would it be?
health.
Health. Okay. So they're growing their own plants and things like that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's people who do it for health reasons because they don't trust the food sources and they rather do it for, their yeah, that's basically it.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, you could how do you have it structured? Is it through calls? Like you help people one to one? I don't know how that works.
No, yeah. So currently, I guess the way it's structured is I set up the way you're not supposed to do it. So I went and set up the classroom and everything before I had people in it. I made content, all that stuff, and then I got people to start coming into the community with ads. So basically, they come into the community. I just changed it to where before they can get the free stuff, they have to go to an onboarding call. Then they get the free stuff, and they can always look at the roadmap to see where they're going. After that, it's kind of on them whether they want to play the game to engage and unlock more modules to learn on their own, or they can pay to have everything unlocked. In addition to that, I also provide workshops and other things in the community. Right now, it's free. It will be paid in the future. One-on-one calls, of course, and then the other thing is we play the soil games once a month. So the top 3 on the leaderboard get to play the soil games, and yeah, they win a prize after doing that.
Okay. Do you do any calls?
I do the onboarding calls. I don't do any like outgoing. So once they book with me, I'll do an onboarding call where, I literally give them everything that they're looking for.
Right. Okay. One thing you could do, like you said, you set up the classroom and everything. One thing that I know Ted Carr does is he gives away everything for free in his classrooms. And the difference between people in the free community and the paid community is that the paying members are paying for access to him. So they're paying for time to be on more calls with him. So if you were able to structure, like create a structure of calls, of weekly calls, helping people grow their soil, say you're like looking at them as their, I genuinely don't know anything about soil, but
No,
say
you're good. I get what you're saying. So
okay.
the onboarding call could be like, hey, I give you some information, but if you want continued assistance on the calendar, there's additional things that you have to unlock and pay for to be able to do that. And I can make that a paid thing to be able to get them to do that. So,
Mm.
but yeah, you're right. Everything in my school, like if you went through the whole thing, you would know everything I know. Well, not everything, but yeah, it would all be there, but people don't want to put in that work, right? So
100%. Yeah. I mean, it's all there, but people don't want to do that. They'd rather
right.
pay to win.
Yeah.
Do you
So
do some? Do you have something more valuable to give? Like, I don't know, go visit their gardens, give them like something like in person where you could visit them, like really a high ticket. Like if you want to have an assessment, if you want to come, if you want me to come to set the first thing up with you, something like that.
that's a
I
great.
mean, yes, I am a certified lab, so I do soil analysis that I can provide for people. That is a high ticket item that I have built. It's not an offer that we're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 worth of something that I could consult an individual person and provide them very tailored to them with soil analysis on a regular basis, and that will probably be for a year. I can't provide them with a product. I can provide them with a service, and that goes into like soil biology and science and all that stuff. We won't talk about
Exactly, but that was what I was referring to. So I invite you not to think into knowledge products or products. I invite you to think like the value you provide is you, your knowledge, your
Yeah.
passion for the whole thing, and that the people like you. So like you build a tonality in your community, and you are going to be the soil person, like the soil man, or however you want me to name you. But
Yeah.
the idea is like, and that is what Yaha mentioned, is people pay for the proximity to get close to you, and don't underestimate what that is worth to people. So it's literally, I instantly could consider like two things. The one thing is what you mentioned, like, and I would not make it a full year. I would make it initial analysis of your soul, and you send me your first results. And then and then you give one analysis after, I don't know, whatever is a reasonable time frame, probably 6-8 weeks. Like, how is it going? Is the soil really like growing, living, whatever, as expected? And then you probably do a second one, and then it's like, say, normally they might be good on their self, like with the first assessment, and those might be kind of a majority of the people. Then you will have, I overemphasize, like the old lady, something who's truly believing in that, but she really wants to have some hand holding.
So I have testimonials already because I run my worm business. That was the first one I have. So I have photos and I have that on my school already. So testimonial I already have, and people see that and they're like, I do that, and I'm like, yes. The problem I run into is imposter syndrome, right? Like,
exactly.
I learned from somebody else. I don't have a PhD, although sound like I'm educated. I'm just really good at. I like what I do, right? So, it's that portion of it where I struggle to take other people's money to help them. Like,
okay, but that's different. So I would say that's another piece to work on. But like in general, like when you mentioned, like I asked, like, can you imagine going to them doing that with you? And you answered, oh, I have testimonials. So it's not about the testimonials. Again, it's about you, my dear. It's literally like, can you imagine, or would that be something that you enjoy, given that you would feel comfortable taking money for it?
No, I'm not doing that. I was in the military. I traveled a lot. I went to the deployments. The reason I'm doing
Good.
this is because I can stay at home with my family, which is one of the reasons that I started this business because I want to be close to my family. That's important to me. So
Is
I am
there
Absolutely.
not going to leave it. I can provide them with assessments from afar and provide testing. I'm not going to, unless they're here in the local area. I'm not.
No,
I'm
that
not.
that would be the next one. Could you imagine they come to you?
I mean, yeah, we could do that. I'm in Vegas, baby. Who doesn't want to come to Las Vegas?
Yeah, but come on, now we're talking. Now we talk. Okay, now we talk.
Wow,
Now,
that couldn't have
I
been more perfect. That's amazing. That's
They,
awesome.
and yeah, just tell me if I'm too over the place. So but it's too much. But it's literally like what people want is the proximity, and you have your values and what is important to you. Like literally what I mentioned, what was so important. So it's shocking for my workshop members just 2 hours ago. Like, oh, make it like mine. But then you have like what they like
right.
and what you are willing to offer. And if
Right.
there is some connection that could make those things possible, and just get creative with those things. So when you say like, who doesn't want to, come on, just make that a story. Go to Las Vegas to learn about living soil. So absurd, it's so good.
Yeah.
Nobody goes to Las Vegas for that reason.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, one thing I would say is like here in Captivate, we would say to prioritize low ticket over high ticket. So working your way up from low to high. So like what Diana is talking about is great. You know, we are actually trying to build out more of an IRL system. Like Goose is
Yep.
actually
Right,
on
yep.
a plane to Colombia
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
So we definitely, I would definitely recommend that at a certain point. But since you're not even having paying members yet, you said you have testimonials. I do want to kind of explore that a little bit more. What kind of testimonials? Were they beta clients? Do you take them through the whole process and everything?
It's literally just before and after pictures of what I do in my business, right? So in my worm business, which is I create living soil and then I put that onto the ground so that people can actually grow things. So you can see in 16 days the grass transformed, or he grew a garden in 120-degree temperatures during the summertime and actually got things to grow. So or the other one is this lady, Michelle, she had her whole yard. She was like, I'm struggling, help me. And I was like, all right, cool. So in 6 or 8 months or whatever, there's a before and after. So
Okay. And you did all of that for free?
they pay for the products, but yeah, that because I run the worm business, right? So they pay for the living soil, but the consultation, the follow-ups and all that stuff was all free.
Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I think it at this stage of where you're at, it's all just a matter of uh feedback, you know, live support between you and that person. More calls, maybe access to your DMs. You know, you have
Yeah.
500 people in your community. I'd assume it's probably getting close to overwhelming. If you've got
I'm it's getting there. We're getting there. And that's why I'm like, okay, do I switch this over when I run out of time? Because we're hey, we're pushing that limit right here. So like we're
Yeah, so
getting there.
you are at that stage pretty much. 500 to 1,000 people is where Goose would say like this is where you ascend them to a paid community. And I think actually let me ask you instead of like assuming what are your fears when if you were going to start a paid community?
First, my fears is I don't want to pay for two communities. I don't want to separate people. I like school platform because I want everybody in the same place learning from each other. If somebody wants it for free, they should have the option of that. If they want to pay, then they should be able to pay, but we should all be in the same group learning, right? So I don't want to split the two communities. I don't like that model. And everybody tells me, Goose told me, everybody, you name it. I joined the group. Everybody was like, you're an idiot. Do two groups. This is what everybody's doing. And I'm like, I don't want to split my community. I
Okay.
want everybody in the same space learning from each other. If people want to learn faster, they can pay for it, right? If they want to learn slower at their own pace, then you can do it for free. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to like community is huge to me. So like I want everybody to like be in the same place and be happy. I don't want to split people up. There's enough segregation going on in the world. You know what I mean? Like in the military, I was the reason for it, right? Like segregation is what I did. So I don't want to do it anymore. I want to bring people together.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a great point. So is there any worry about just charging certain people outside, like on through Stripe to access your calls? You know, you lock them except for those certain people.
Yeah, that is an option. So I have PayPal, which has a outside processor that I can use to be able to do that. Um, I would love to stay on the platform because I like helping other people out too, right? So like my marketing team, I give them percentage, give my sales team a percentage when they get there, if they get there, and like help school out because like Sam and everybody else on that team, right? Like they deserve a little bit for putting all this effort into it, right? Like it's not just about me and trying to get to where like they put in a little bit of work, so they should get a little bit back too, right? So
Yeah. And I mean, I guess it depends on how you want to charge. You could have one-time purchase classrooms and just keep running them over and over again. But it doesn't sound like you have any like personal fear of, because what I was thinking was that maybe you were worried your audience was going to hate you or something if you were going to charge them.
no, because I have enough people tell me that I need a charge, right? So I do consultations and they're like, man, I would have paid you $300 to tell me what you told me, right? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, just go here and do this. Maybe I'm too nice, right? And but yeah. So
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to get to the point where I know it's like I have the things, but it's like, man, if I can give it away to somebody, you know what I mean? Like, all right.
Yeah, you can be flexible about it. And have you read $100 million offers?
Yeah, I read both offer and the other one.
Yeah, there's a point where Alex talks about giving until they ask, right? So it seems like you're starting to get to that point. And if you want to continue just giving, giving, giving until people like force you to take their money, you can. You totally can. But I think
Yeah.
you're also at just a perfect point to charge anyway through those one-time purchases.
Okay. Well, I don't want to take up too much of anybody else's time, right? Like, I think I've taken up enough. So I appreciate the input. I know Diane has her hand up. So
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
go
you,
ahead.
that's you, that's not for me.
Oh yeah, she wanted to add to your question.
Like
oh, yeah.
maybe the easiest thing, and Ted Carr is doing that really brilliantly. You could imagine like special topic calls where you just invite two people and say, I have 50 seats because we do a little mini mastermind to that topic, and charge them $50 for each. And then
I like
use that money, and what you provide is you provide special value. You just don't charge for additional information, that you do something that is community driven, that is a little mastermind, that is deep dive into one topic. You can, like, when you want to have it mastermindish, 50 max 100. And if you charge $50 for a call, that is easy doable for those people for 2-3 hours. That is good value. That is, and you can get used to that. You could do that every month. It would at least pay your expenses.
Right.
You
Right.
get used to, you make your community familiar with some extras do cost, and then you can ramp it up from there. Would that be an idea?
I think so. I think the call is very beneficial. I think what you're talking about is breaking it into smaller, which is one of my task things to do is like break it up smaller and then make it more digestible. But if I can do that in a phone call with people, then that seems like maybe some people would pay for that, find it beneficial. So
100% they would. Yeah.
Like leave this maybe out, because like if you just say like this is a deep dive and I really start from Adam and Eva and you really know the thing at the end, but make the topic small.
yeah,
that's gorgeous. And then you have probably a list of 10 topics or something like that, where you could do every 2, 3, 4 months one of those special calls.
okay, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But again, I'm gonna let somebody else talk. I know y'all got other problems, so
You're all good.
vielen Dank.
You're all good. You're all good. What's up, Vincent? I haven't seen you in a while. You're back, man.
Hello, hello.
How's it been going? I see there's like a to-do list in the back, looks like.
Oh yeah, these are my habit trackers from 2024, and those are from 2025. But to be honest, regarding school, it hasn't been looking that good for the past week or so. Because of school, like real school. Still have my exams, and it's quite difficult managing those two. But even though I still need to go through like a regular school, I think I could just, it doesn't take that much work to put in just to put out one post a day or to comment under other people's posts. I mean, that's not that crazy, and I think I just need to get off my lazy butt and get working again.
All right. Yeah. Because the semester, I don't know if are you guys on like semesters over there in Germany? How does it work?
Not yet. Usually in university, yes, but I'm still like in a regular school.
Oh, okay. Got you. Man, that's tough. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people that are able to, I know you have like a ton of extracurriculars, but how were you planning to manage it?
Well, the good thing is that in around about 2 or 3 months, the German Abitur starts, and even though I have to learn a lot during that time, I can spend like my days here at home. And at that point of time, it should be no problem going more into like school. Right now, I usually have my goal of the rule of 100, like commenting under 100 different people's posts in different communities. And it's not, I have it here on my habit tracker, and it's not looking that good. Even though as I'm telling you this, it sounds stupid because it's generally not that crazy. But yeah, my focus hasn't been there for the past 2 weeks, but should have been.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, you're human.
Yeah,
You'll do it
I'm
sometimes.
70. Okay, what can you expect?
When
Where are you based?
I'm from Sachsen-Anhalt, Magdeburg.
Okay.
what was I gonna say? So since you're so busy, I would say like, at your sort of stage in business and everything, I wouldn't even really focus on the community all that much. I would just focus on like engaging in other communities and seeing the relationships that you can form and the doors that open up for the future. Because if you're not able to, because a community is a lot of work. I mean, we have like, because it's me and Goose and then like a couple part-timers, and that's still a lot of work. So with you being on your own, like I think it would serve you a lot better long term to really just focus if you're gonna be on school, like just focus on the engagement. Because people are looking for that. People are looking for people that can engage well. So like networking, super, super popular here. There's something else I was gonna say, but I forgot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I would say, oh, that's what I was gonna say, is like basically treat school kind of like social media. It's like use that as your vice. If you need to relax, you just engage with people.
I met this guy. Hold on, can I load him up? It's like a guy I met on a random school community. Here, Alex in whatever. And we both, like, I saw his comments under other people's posts, and then I messaged him like, bro, do you want to hop on a call and like just talk about school all day? And we were like, sure, okay. We hopped on a call, looked into different communities, what we're doing, we're commenting under those, and it was so fun. And at the end of the day, I had like 300 activities in maybe 2 hours of me just chatting and moving around on school. So it was really fun, and I gained like 4 new members in my school community just by doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. So just keep doing that. I mean, kind of treat your community as like a waiting list, you know? Just let those people sit there. If they engage, they engage, but do that for the future, you know? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, sure. Like Bryce told me that I should first like get a few members in my community, and even if there aren't crazy causes in there, if people see that there are already 117 members in the community, it already seems a bit more valuable or a bit more premium than a community with 30 members, right? So he said that the first members that you get are not really that important, that they don't need to be your perfect customer, a free group. They just need to be there. You need to be seen, right? Is that smart, or should you just get those people in who are actually engaged?
There are always going to be people that join and don't engage. Always. So there are going to be people that are engaged in the beginning and then don't engage. There are going to be people that join and don't engage and then engage later. So it's Bryce is pretty spot on. Like it makes the party look like it's cracking a lot more. When you're engaging with people through organic and then they join through that, there's a higher chance that they're gonna engage than say like if you did ads, then they have no reason to because they don't know you.
Yeah.
But as you keep going, that'll both of those problems will fix themselves. So what's up, Diana? Go ahead.
Just like with the engagement thing, there's really a nice comment from Calvin Hollywood that I actually like that made like click, and it was so true. That is, the active ones need an audience. And that makes so much sense. So like many communities try to push them out and so on, and he's clear saying, no, like if like all the especially if or except you have a really like mastermindy inner circle, very active small thing, people who want to engage, they also want to have that likes or just like to see that other people see them. So it's you always have those people who take a lot of value and they say nothing at all, and they are appreciating. Maybe they even refer people and you never know. And but just like that sentence was, the active ones need an audience. I found that really, really telling.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's so late in Germany. Goodness gracious me. I thought, okay, today in the evening time, I'm going to spend just 30 minutes grinding away, commenting, reading, or whatever. But it's already so late. We'll do it anyway, but
Will it help that I'm based in Munich?
I-
Time, my dear.
yeah.
Mm.
All right.
I did even yesterday the unfuckables thing, so that was over.
The unfuckables thing? Is that what you said?
Is it not unfuckable, or how is that call with Lexi named?
Oh, unfucked.
Almost, almost.
The
Come on.
unfuckable.
For
Yeah,
Vincent, it's in the middle of time. And I think for Jen, it's the same, isn't it?
The time, yes, from Munich to my place. Yeah.
No, Jen always. Also, isn't it almost 11 p.m. for you as well, Jen? I think
No, nothing, Jen.
I don't see a mute icon, but I hear your lips moving and I don't see a sound. So you're typing, okay? Maybe opening the chat.
Great. Yeah.
Was sind deine Abiturfächer, Vincent?
My Abitur subjects are like the things that I write my final exams in. You mean
You would say A level, I would say.
biology in the advanced level, English at the advanced level, Then I write history at the basic level, German at the basic level, and my speaking thing is ethics.
Okay.
Good pick. Good pick.
What are you aiming for? Which grades?
When I started out, like for context, the Abitur last 2 years, like grade 11 and grade 12. And when I started out, my goal was to get 2 point something, like the grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 point something. Now I sit at 2.2 or 2.3, and I want to hold that. But I know that probably in the exams, they will lower my mark a bit. So even if I get like a 2.5, I'm okay with that.
But that's still a solid B. All good.
Yeah, solid.
Hey,
Right.
Vincent,
Yes.
you said you don't have any time, right? Or like,
Well, I
it's
have
hard?
time,
Oh.
but like the way I spend my time, everyone has the same 24 hours,
Yeah.
right? And even though I go to normal school, I do spend my free time, but just not enough with school. For example, I have a dartboard put up on my wall, and even though it's fun, like, sure, but I spend at least 30 minutes a day throwing those, like, that's not crazy, right? But those things add up over time. And maybe even if I just cut a bit of playing darts, a bit of spending time watching random YouTube videos, like there are small bits here and there, nothing crazy. But I think I still could squeeze at least 30 minutes a day for school.
How old are you?
17.
Have a little fun and be a little nice to yourself. It's
I-
so amazing that you do that already, you know? It's so great. Don't be so harsh on yourself.
You know, that's a, yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
and no, yes.
The
Ein
problem is,
Moment, ein Moment, warte mal,
ein Moment.
ein Moment. Ich bin auch fast wie du, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut, aber es geht ein bisschen manchmal.
Ziemlich gut.
What?
All right, we'll switch back to English. So,
That was
you have time. What you're lacking is prioritization. Would you rather watch TV? Would you rather play darts? Or would you rather get on school, build a community so that whatever your goal is, the reason why you're on school, would you rather achieve that? So something I heard somebody say is the faster you get to your dream life, the faster you can live it. So while you're young, do you want to get to that dream life quicker, or would you rather spend your time right now enjoying it? It's up to you. Everybody has a different way to approach that, right? Some people wait until later in life to enjoy it. Some people enjoy it when they're young, but there's a price to pay. So you have to think, what are my priorities and what is important to me?
Yeah. For me, like, bro, I'm the only 17-year-old, I guess, or not the only one, but one of the few who's that young building a school community or posting YouTube videos. And it's a struggle. Like, on the one side, I think, bro, my life is going great. I already did so much. I don't need to do anything. It's going perfectly. And then on the other hand, I think, oh, I didn't even comment on any other post today or whatever. I'm lagging behind in comparison to all of the others. Like, on the one hand, I see myself as far ahead of everyone else, and on the other, I see myself far behind of everyone else. And then I'm switching between those modes depending what day it is.
And you live two lives, my dear.
The double
You-
life.
You're
Double
comparing-
life. That sounds crazy.
You're comparing your life to somebody else's. You have to live your own life. The way you go about it is your own. We live in this world where we have social media and everything put into our face, and all we ever see are the good things. School is no different, right? We always see people achieving these big things, right? But you can't compare yourself to that because they started somewhere, right? So I'm gonna use some analogies. Jeff Bezos started from the bottom. He didn't just make Amazon, right? Like, it just didn't happen, right? Tesla didn't just come out of the ground it took 20 to 30 years to get to that point, right? So you can't compare yourself to other people out there because they have time that is already passed. The only thing you have in front of you is time. So what you make of that time is going to get you where you want to be. So don't compare yourself to other people.
Yeah, sure. I mean, in regards of time, I'm the richest one of us. And like, if that makes sense, even if I
Yeah.
need to go to school right now, I'm still young, so I still can allow myself to enjoy my youth, right?
Exactly.
By the way, I'm going on a holiday in 1 week. So yeah, it's not like I'm grinding all day. Like I'm still a teenager. That makes I still play American football, for example. Right?
It depends on what you want. Do you want to sit on the beach at the age of 28 or 30 like Alex Hormozy does? Do you want to be that rich, right? At that young age? Then you have to grind and hustle and put your priorities right now aside. If you're okay with waiting for that gratification later on in life, then enjoy your life now. But you're giving something up, whether it's now or later.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we're already talking about goals and everything, like it would be ideal on the one hand that I can right now cover my cost I have on school, like the payments that I need to do. And then over time, like as soon as I don't go into the negative space, then over time, sure, I can slowly build up. I mean, in Germany, we would say, ich habe noch 30 Jahre. Like I have a handful of years still left before I really need money. Like right now, I don't need money, if that makes sense.
You don't depend on making money.
Exactly. I mean,
That's
that
the best time to make money, though.
yeah,
When you don't
that doesn't
need
mean
it,
that I
not when you need it.
yeah, exactly. If I have like it sounds stupid, but even though I make nothing, I have like an abundance mindset because I still live with my parents, right? Other like depart from school, there are no other expenses. Maybe my American football community, but other than that, there are no expenses. So even though I'm still 17, I already have like a money abundance mindset, and I can use that to make more money. It's a bit confusing. Yeah, but regardless, if like regardless of my age, right? A priority of mine is of course to build up community and learn the skill of talking online. And even though I don't want to spend every single minute that I'm awake on this, I think I could spend more time, or I actually want to spend more time on that, because during those days where I spend more time, where I've been more active, I've been happier when I went to bed. So I know what I gotta do. Yeah.
When it makes you happy,
It makes me happy, like
There
actually.
Go.
then you have your answer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's up, Mustafa? You're pretty late, man.
Yeah, I was off morning prayer, so it's kind of like 6 a.m. in the morning. So
Oh, got you. Oh, Dennis just left. Oh, there. Okay.
how's it going, guys?
It's good. It's good. We're having a good talk. We're helping Vincent.
Take it easy, man, Vincent. I know even though like you've got time, but yeah, enjoy the moment, because if you ask people who are on their deathbeds, like they don't regret mostly not building the life they want, but rather spending time with their loved ones and getting to appreciate like the present moment. So don't get caught up too much in the chase. Enjoy it, like grind when you have to grind, and then take your time to like just be human when it comes to
I don't know
family.
who said it, but there's a quote that said, "Life moves so fast. If you don't stop once in a while, you miss it."
Yeah.
So for that reason, by the way, meditation I have like 2 active habit trackers. One is for school commenting, and the other one is for meditation, because I know that, you know, I need to get a bit more present. So that's the 2 main things that I'm working on right now.
Good.
Awesome, bro. When I was 17, like we just had like internet starting up, and we were all conditioned to follow whatever like school, and like my parents taught me that's it. Now like it's crazy how much access we have to information that would have been like costing $1,000 or how many dollars back in the day. So yeah, enjoy.
When
Does your
I
check
was
out?
17, there was no internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Deanna when she was 17, but she could at least. I mean, I would say like you were more present than you are now. I would say that would have been like an advantage back in the day.
Funny enough, I would say I was way older that age than I'm today.
Mm.
So like the fun, little bit more quirky, a little bit more crazy personality, that took a while to came out. So I've been a very serious child. I lived kind of independently since I've been 13. I moved out with 18, so I had a kind of different life. So it's good. It makes you what you are, and I would not miss a thing on that. So
Likewise, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to end the call on. Thank you all for coming. This is a good conversation. This is really great seeing you guys help each other out. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed the call. Hope it was helpful. And does anyone have any last things they want to say or ask?
Nothing
word.
else. This was a good one, even though I jumped in late. So
Going once, going twice.
all right, brother, and bye bye.
All right, take
Yeah.
it easy, y'all. Bye bye.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.